What is the purpose of a risk appetite statement, RAS, and its linkages while implementing corresponding organizational controls? There are total 5 options. You have to select 2. Let's see option A. A risk appetite statement formalizes a risk appetite statement from management and informs the board of directors on the risk assessment performed. Option B. A risk appetite statement establishes a desired level of risk exposure in qualitative terms and covering all the areas of compliance. A risk appetite statement sets limit for risk taking by means of quantitative and qualitative metrics so that the business does not take up risk in excess of the organization's risk tolerance. Option D. A risk appetite establishes a management approved policy that identifies the organization's risk tolerance with the strategic objectives, risk profile, and risk management capabilities. Option E. A risk appetite statement sets limit in terms of residual risks, and thus it is strongly intertwined with the efficacy of the system of internal controls. You can pause your video for a moment. We'll see the answer on the next screen. So option C and D, these 2 are the right options. Let's see why A, B, and E are wrong. Okay, so option A is wrong. You see, this one gets the direction completely wrong. The risk appetite statement does not come from management to inform the board, but it's the other way around. The board sets the overall tone of risk appetite and management works with that. Saying management formalizes the risk appetite statements and then tells the board about its misrepresents the governance structure. Okay, so then option B, this is also wrong. A risk appetite statement does use qualitative terms, but saying it only covers qualitative terms and all areas of compliance too narrow and too vague at the same time. So a proper ideally risk assessment risk appetite statement also includes quantitative metrics, and it's actually tied specifically to the organization's risk tolerance levels, not just the compliance areas in general. Option E is also wrong. Residual risk and internal controls are absolutely related to risk management, but they belong to the risk assessment process, not the risk appetite statement itself. The risk appetite statement sets the overall appetite, the acceptance or acceptable level of the risk. The internal controls and residual risk conversation actually happens separately when they assess whether your controls are actually keeping the risk within the appetite or not. Option C, which is correct. A risk appetite statement is essentially the organization drawing a red line and saying this is how much risk we are willing to take and we are not going beyond that. That line is drawn using both numbers and descriptions. So quantitative metrics like thresholds and limits, and qualitative statements about the types of risks that are acceptable or not. The whole point is to make sure the business does not wander into territory that exceeds what the organization has decided it can handle. So without those limits being clearly set, different parts of the business will make their own judgment call, and that's where things go wrong. Option D is correct also. A risk appetite statement is not just a compliance document sitting in a drawer somewhere. It's a management approved policy that ties together 3 things: where the organization wants to go strategically, what its actually the risk profile looks like, and what its risk management capabilities can realistically handle. Those 3 things have to be aligned. If your strategy is aggressive but your risk management capability is basic, your risk appetite statement should reflect that gap. So it's about making sure ambition and reality are connected.